Ripple and XRP fans, I got some great news for you as RLUSD testing goes live. We're also going to talk about its biggest competitor with that stablecoin, Tether. Tether is expanding because they've recorded billions in profit. We're also going to talk about XRP open interest on the way down, along with price action at the end.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
What's up, dudes and chicks? And I hope your Friday is going well, and I hope it's a Freaky Friday, and you have fun scheduled for the night. Amir Snag says, so happy with 57 cents. It means I'm a billionaire in my head. Fuck XRP. Yeah, I asked you, are you happy with the price action? Come on. We get Torah's final judgment in terms of penalties, and we get a 10-cent pump. That's weak AF. Greg Welch says, it seems like there's manipulation and a lack of integrity in more than one place. Maybe multiple levels. Well done, Greg. Remember, you dropped me something hot, something spicy, something relevant to what I'm covering. Maybe I'll put it in the start of my next video. Bitcoin's at 6,900. ETH is 2604. BNB's at 509, while Sol's at 153. XRP we're going to talk about a lot. Open interest is down, but RLUSD testing goes live, which is freaking great. They're moving ahead with the SC. XRP at 57.9. Well, XLM, do you got a spare dime? Sure you do. You could buy one XLM. Tether to double their workforce by mid-2025 to strengthen development and compliance teams. But come on now, I'm sure some of you out there were watching the influencers and shillers. Remember, I'm a news channel. I bring news whether it's good or bad, happy or sad. This video is going to have good news, bad news, and neutral news. Everyone out there, though, saying, oh, Tether's going to crumble. Tether's going to go belly up. Not if they're expanding their workforce, doubling it. And think about this. You want to see how much money they got? And this is the competition that Ripple's going against. That's why we're talking about RLUSD. Listen to this. Tether, the largest stable issue coin Tether, announced a whopping $5.2 billion of profit in the first half. Now think about that. $5.2 billion in profit in the first half. How many employees do you think Tether has to make $5.2 billion in profit? They have 100 employees. Listen to this. Tether, the firm behind the largest stablecoin USDT, announced its intention to double its workforce by mid-2025. This strategic expansion will bring the total number of employees to approximately 200. So right now, with 100 employees, they made a whopping $5.2 billion in profit in the first 6 months of 2024. All of that money they make, they can put it back into reinvesting. They can make things better. They can bolster up the reserves, all that kind of stuff. So be very careful out there. If a channel is telling you that Tether's going belly up, seriously, they're just lying to you to get their views, and that's not doing you any justice. All right, XRP reverses its gains as open interest drops by nearly 10%. I'm going to read this to you. Like I said, I don't always bring good news, but I bring news so that you can make the best decision. Although this decision initially triggered a bullish trend for XRP, talking about Torah's with the penalty, this boosted sellers' confidence, leading to a decrease in buyer control over XRP prices. Data indicates a significant reduction in XRP open interest, which fell nearly 11% after Torah's. That's a big closing of the juice right there, or 456 million. Lower open interest along with a declining price could establish robust resistance and plunge the chances of a potential recovery. We don't want that. We don't want that at all, and especially going into the weekend. And I get it. It's Happy Friday. I'm going to be like, hey, wife, you want to drink a little bit? I won't drink. I got to train a little bit, okay? But I'm like, yo, wife, you want to drink? And I'm going to do some naughty things to her. That's how my Friday's playing. But I don't want to see red heat map. I don't want to get alerts on my phone that things are going down because of low volume for this weekend. I don't want to hear anything about Middle East tension. I don't want to hear anything about Kamala and her running mate and ruining crypto or any of that. No. I want it to be a good weekend. But open interest going down along with XRP now being soft in the price, and we've seen it. Showed it to you time and time again. Can't break through that 64-cent barrier. Horrible. Whether it's manipulation, bots, market makers, it sucks, doesn't it? Now, let's talk about something that doesn't suck. Just in, Ripple stablecoin, RLUSD private beta live on XP Ledger and Ethereum mainnet. That's right, RLUSD is going to be on XRPL and Ethereum. Ripple has officially begun testing RLUSD stablecoin, a move that is seen as a major milestone for the blockchain firm and the broader crypto market. And they did this right after they got the ruling from Torah's. Coincidence? I think not. In a recent post, Ripple shared that RLUSD is now open in a private beta on both the XRP ledger and Ethereum Mint. However, the company emphasized that RLUSD is still in its testing phase and has not received regulatory approval. I'm telling you right now, Ripple has already tweeted this. Be aware of scams. There is no RLUSD for the public now. It is not live yet. So if you see someone out there saying, oh, buy RLUSD or oh, buy this RLUSD coin, it's fake, it's a scam, stay away. That's my duty to you. It is cautioned users to be wary of potential scams claiming early access. Meanwhile, RLUSD stablecoin is pegged 1-to-1 to the dollar. Besides, it's said to be fully backed by the US dollar deposits, short-term US government treasuries, and other cash equivalents. The only big risk factor, and I say the only one that's been relevant here as of late, is if your stablecoin is backed by US dollar deposits, short-term US government treasuries, and other cash equivalents. Do you remember what happened to USDC when the Silicon, Silvergate banks and all that crashed? I think it was in March or May last year? Yeah, it brought it down. So if RLUSD has the same backing as USDC, right, with a lot of the short-term treasuries, dollar deposits and stuff like that, it can be susceptible to a weak dollar, to banking crashes in the United States. Just keep that in mind, okay? The latest press release highlights this beta phase is crucial for testing the stability, security, and efficiency of RLUSD becomes widely available, pending regulatory approval. And you know who's got to do the approval? It's Gare Bear. But it shouldn't be a problem. And PayPal, right? PayPal's PYUSD, you know who they got their approval from? The state of New York. They were like, fuck the feds, we're going with the state because you know what? The feds weren't making any sense. In fact, here, we're going to go back just a little bit in time and then we're going to talk XRP price action. When Nexo left the United States, okay, and I covered that story from the get-go. When Nexo left the United States, one of the main reasons they cited for leaving the United States was federal regulators and state regulators weren't even on the same page. They were like, yeah, we were getting good blessings from state, and then the feds would come in and say, this sucks. Then the feds would say, hey, this is cool, and then state would say, this sucks. Yeah, not on the same page. So RLUSD, we got a ways to go, but Torres made it a lot more clear for us. All right, now check this out. I said volume was down. Listen to this. Last 24 hours, volume is down 53%. That is a massive, massive change from what we saw here as of late. Volume right now sitting at 2.2 billion. Let's go to the candlesticks and swing it on over to the 15-minute mark. And this is what we're talking about. 64 cents right here, 64 cents right here, rejected, rejected. We tried it again, rejected again. We're now sitting at 57.8. Want to see something crazy that's going to blow your mind? Remember that pre-Taurus pump action that we were talking about? Boy, that got really close to that 64, 65 cents. Look at this. Near term, that has been the resistance mark with XRP starting all the way at the 17th of July with the initial Taurus FOMO pump only going up to near that 64 cent. Check it out, everyone. So you telling me that maybe the market knew it was a buy the rumor, sell the news event, that were insiders out there knowing that they were able to get in on this action ahead of time and sell it? Check it out. Look at this. I'm going to show you exactly the Taurus pump, okay? Look at this, okay? So Taurus pump, let me get to 2024 for you. I was in 2023 for a split second right there. All right, so here's the Taurus pump right here, and each candlestick is set to the 1 day. Look at this. Here. That's my point. So was this a buy the rumor, sell news? Look at the money that was made on this pivotal swing right here. You're sitting at sub 40 cent XRP, 38 cent XRP, and there were people selling it at 65 within a couple weeks. They were able to sell it before Taurus action because Taurus action was a juicy and it hasn't even lasted. So were there people on the inside knowing what's up? Was this the flush before the pump? Is this all we're going to get from XRP price action? Fighting to hopefully break and hold 60 cents with 64 cents being our resistance? That's all we get? And yeah, it is all we're getting right now because I'm showing the charts up on the screen. But is the move over yet? Or is the market just too beaten down? Was the timing missed? I've been reading a bunch of your comments, everything from people saying there's manipulation to guess what? Global conditions aren't favorable right now. You got Jerome Powell and the Fed jerking us around. You got the Middle East tension. You got the U.S. election mess. You got protests going on all over the world. I got some of you out there saying, hey, look, man, People knew about the action. That's why they dropped it down, bought it at 38 cents, sub 40, and then sold it north of 60 because they knew that'd be insider action. But the charts kind of look like that, don't they? But I want to keep hearing from you because I don't know. We're not at the bottom of this yet. We aren't. And I got to be honest with you. I am nervous going into this weekend. I really am. You're telling me that this is the juice? This is the juice we have to go into this weekend. People waited for years on this. For years, and this is all we got. So I want you to think of that emotion, that let down emotion. And I'm not talking about the stupid ass fucking people on Twitter that post the, XRP to $800 in the next 24 hours. Suck my balls, man. That's the dumbest shit ever. I'm talking about real people out there that were expecting somewhat of a decent pump, somewhat of some juicy action. In fact, I even had an email from someone that said they bought on the initial Torres FOMO pump. Okay, they bought north of 70 cents and we're hoping to get out at 70 cents. This is when they had their sell orders back in. They waited a year and it didn't even get there. Now we're sub 60 cents. So I know a lot of you are let down, but I also know that a lot of you out there are going, yeah, but this gives us more time to buy. But more time for what? I get it. Ripple's going to launch RLUSD, and I think that's a good thing. But I believe it's going to benefit Ripple and private shareholders more than XRP directly. And the competition they have, that's why I brought up Tether. And that's why I brought up the fact that you got shillers and bullshit influencers out there trying to tell you Tether's going bankrupt. They're going out of business. How the fuck did they make $502 billion of profit with 100 employees? They don't have overhead, and they've got tons and tons of cash. Tons and tons of cash. So there's stiff competition in the stablecoin market. And there also was an underwhelming performance by XRP in the retail market in general. And to be honest with you, we're not seeing institutional big step in either. Open interest is going down. I wish I had better news to report. I really do. But that's the job that I have, to bring news, whether it's good or bad, happy or sad, as fast and as accurate as possible. And I would like to say, hey, I was like one of the first ones out there to break the news and do a stream on it when the Torres action happened. And we had thousands of views on that live stream. So hit that subscribe button and like button if you kind of dig this kind of information. And you notice how I waited for the end of the video to see if you wanted to like or subscribe? Because I wanted you to watch the whole thing before I asked you to support the channel. Now, what are you doing the rest of the day? I just got done with an hour and 10 minutes of basketball and 15 minutes of core work. I feel pretty good, but I've got a really, really rough workout either on Saturday or Sunday, depending on which day is going to be better for me heat-wise. But what are you doing? Comment down below and let me know. And if my wife is watching, and I know she's not, you better be ready for tonight, and I would suggest having a couple extra drinks. Choo-choo, bitches.